So, first of all, what's your name? What's your job title? And where are you based with which project you're on?
My name is Adam Hoole. I'm a site engineer based in London. I currently work on the Thames Tideway Tunnel project at Hammersmith Pumping Station.
How have you developed since joining?
I have developed my knowledge of the construction industry, so how buildings are designed, what factors into the design of buildings, the life cycle of a construction project from the inception stage all the way through to maintenance and decommissioning. I've developed my knowledge of construction methods that vary based on the site conditions. For example, different ways of tunneling based on the ground conditions, the groundwater level, and the depth of the tunnel itself. I feel like I've improved my social skills and communication with others. I've needed to change the way I speak to other people due to the differences in language that can exist between myself and other members on the site team. I've needed to make sure that key information is briefed out to the site clearly to make sure that no mistakes are made during construction work. And I've also developed better time management skills as I've needed to manage work, social life, coursework, and revision for university, as well as making sure that I have some time for myself. So being able to do that has meant I haven't felt overburdened in any way.
Perfect, that's lovely. So, what kind of support have you had?
I've had a lot of support. So I've had the support of all the people that I've worked with during my time in the industry. Being surrounded by people that have many years of experience has been beneficial for me with my development in learning the theory involved in the construction and civil engineering industry, and also the practical side of delivering a construction work on site. So with regards to college and university, there could be sort of topics that I haven't fully understood that I've struggled with, that all of my co-workers around me have all done similar sorts of things because they all have degrees or they've been apprentices themselves. So they've been able to help me. And then also with planning of site work, they've got years of experience that I can tap into for different methods of doing construction activities and what sort of benefits those methods would provide with regards to program and cost that it would take to build.
What kind of support have you had?
I've had the support of all the people that I have worked with during my time in the industry. Being surrounded by people that have many years of experience has been beneficial for me with my development in both learning the theory involved in construction and the practical side of delivering a project on site. So with regards to my college and university work, there have been subjects that I've struggled with, and I've been able to ask my co-workers for help. And because they've gone down the same route as me, they've got the degrees, they've been apprentices themselves, they've had an understanding of the subject and have been able to assist. And the experience that they have is beneficial for planning of site works. They can tell me different construction methods that they've used in their time in the industry, why they did it and what benefits those construction methods provided in terms of time taken and the cost of construction.
What are your future ambitions at Balfour Beatty?
So my future ambitions at Balfour Beatty are to finish my BEng at university, complete a master's, and to become a chartered engineer with the ICE, and to one day manage my own site.
What has been the most memorable experience of your apprenticeship?
My most memorable experience of the apprenticeship scheme so far would have to be the Balfour Beatty Brafe Apprentice Challenge of 2019. It's a challenge that is undertaken by apprentices within Balfour Beatty and involves the promotion of apprenticeships in construction, with Balfour Beatty in particular. So this can be done through going to schools, different apprenticeship events, and on social media. I myself went to an event in Milton Keynes and talked to GCSE and A-level students about the benefits of apprenticeships, why I wanted to do one, and what my day-to-day job looks like. And then I went up to Hoole in the Lake District, where we carried out several team building challenges. So we had to go rowing on the lakes and hiking in the mountains, for example. And then you receive points for the challenge, each stage of the challenge that you've carried out. And then if you win for your region, then you go to the national final, where you deliver a presentation at the Royal Society. My team won the national challenge, the national final for the challenge. So I'd say that the overall experience there from start to finish was the best and most memorable of my apprenticeship so far.
Do you ever wish you had stayed in higher education instead of experienced university life?
So there is a small part of me that does wish I had stayed in higher education and chosen the university experience. However, I know that my life would be very different to how it is now in comparison to being an apprentice, and that I made the right decision by choosing the apprenticeship route. I can attend my university lectures knowing that I've got the support of my co-workers if I do need assistance in if I'm struggling.
What are the main differences between school and work?
So the main difference that I have found between school and work is that while work is longer hours, I'm freer in the workplace than I ever was at school, and I'm treated more as an adult. My lunch hours and break times aren't defined by a timetable. I don't need to inform my manager if I want to go for a toilet break, as I had to with teachers, even in sixth form. And I feel like I matured more as a person from being in the workplace and around other professionals than I ever did at school.
What advice would you give anyone thinking of applying to Balfour Beatty's graduate/apprenticeship programs?
To absolutely do it. Becoming a part of the Balfour Beatty apprenticeship scheme was the best possible way to start my career in the construction industry. The experience that I have gained from working on two of the biggest construction projects in the UK at the moment in Crossrail and Thames Tideway will be vital in my career, and I've enjoyed every second of it. My projects have been full of supportive people, many of who started in the same position as I did as apprentice engineers and have gone on to progress in their careers. So I've been able to offer me great career advice at the start of my career.